So where I'm at?
Bird game. Back to the bird game.
Where I was at?
Back.
Where I was at though?
Back to the bird game.
Oh yeah, so you know, he started doing this bird gang shit and all this, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking, why you branching off or whatever? So I copyright the name just in case. So no, I was at Ballin. Ballin came out and he was popping. You know, you get Stack Bundles, God bless the dead. Girl named Jaja from Miami, she was dope. He had some kid from Baltimore that sounded like Jay-Z that was dope. And then he got Max B. Now Max B, and Jim's on right, he's the one who put Max B on. Max B is from my building. Him and Mike Bruno from my block. And Max B, he wasn't Max B, his name was Charlie Rambo. And Charlie was ill, man. Charlie was one of these niggas that would piss in a bottle and bums would be sleeping, he'd pour the piss on them and laugh and shit like that. Like, he was a funny nigga. Charlie Rambo was a funny nigga. So he was always getting in trouble though, in and out of jail, doing his thing. And you know, that's just the environment we lived in. So he got out of jail, he come up to me. This is word for word. So I'm like, Charlie, what up? When you guys say, yo, Flea, I just came home. I said, y'all say you always just coming home.
Pause, baby. Okay, we're back.
He said, you always just coming home. So I said, he said, yo, Flea, you know I rap now, let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, I laughed like that because I couldn't take him seriously. Because this is my man, he from my building. I'm like, you rap now, Max? I mean, Charlie, he like, yeah, my name is Bigger Valley. I said, Bigger Valley? He said, I'm Biggie and Tupac mixed in one. But I'm laughing again because, like I said, I know this dude from my building. And, you know, I couldn't really take Max serious because I didn't see the potential because, you know, I'm not God. I don't always catch every artist and be like, oh, how you miss this nigga? I just didn't see it because I fuck with him. And I didn't hear him rap at that time. I never heard him rap. So I guess Jim, some type of way, got with Max. I don't know how Mike Bruno got with Jim and they got together. So Jim called me like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with Max B. And I was like, yo, go ahead, do your thing. I didn't know it would be this type of situation. I'm just being totally honest. I didn't know. So, you know, even when they start beefing niggas from my block, like, how the fuck you let that go down, Ken? And I'm like, yo, cut this shit. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this good. Cut it out. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this fucking good. Yeah, but no, when now fucked up, him and Jim beefing now, man, fuck it, man. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know. I can't really get into Max B, Jim Jones beef. I don't really know how that shit started, but Max B always coming to me on the block, like, Flea, man, get me out, let me come fuck with you. I said, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. I didn't see it, I didn't know. And you and Jim did see your talent more than I did. So I can't just like motherfucking take you from Jim. It's his deal, and motherfucker, I didn't know you was gonna be this good. I wish I would have because we from the same building, but I just didn't know, and I'm being totally honest. So he's forming this bird gang shit, and I'm like, I thought we all supposed to be the diplomats. Why is this little side bird gang shit? You know what I'm saying? This little bird gang shit on the side. I'm like, back of my brain, like, let's start a fake beef. So I'm like, all right, this nigga's branching off. I see him branching off. It's cool, there ain't no problem. But this still my man. We ain't have no friction or nothing. So Ballin come out, like I said, we had no problem when Ballin came out. I may came to video late or whatever. I seen him say I never came to one of his shows. I'm sorry, I don't remember not coming to one of your shows. I just don't believe that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, maybe the way he described it, he said I never surprised him about it. Well, maybe I didn't surprise him, but I came to plenty of your shows. I came to your shows, I wasn't hating. I mean, why would I hate when I've been fighting for you to be a rapper for 10 years? So what happened was this, and I'm just being totally honest, man. This is when everything got fucked all the way up, B. I'm being honest, B. I'm telling you the truth. He could say I didn't come to the show. He could lie and say I robbed him of millions of dollars. I ain't robbed nobody because, let me explain something to you. This was the deal. Jewels was signed to me. And that's it. I had the Diplomat album and Jewels was signed to me. That's it. I ain't had no paperwork with J.I.A. I had no paperwork with Hal Relder, my niggas. Them niggas with the baby grand and did their own deal, and that was cool. They could use the bird, fuck it. It's all good. Jim never had no paperwork with Jim, so how did I rob him? I was eating, I'm not gonna lie, off the Diplomat album, my album, and I had a joint venture deal with Joel's album with Def Jam. Cool. So what I was saying is we got the Diplomat brand. I seen niggas get $100 million checks. So Rockefeller, we shooting an old boy video. Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen, these dudes came and presented Rockefeller, Dame Dash, Biggs, and Jay-Z with a check for $125 million. I don't know how much Irvin, Murder Inc. got. They was getting some mad bread over there. Rough Riders had just caught a D. Shout out to D for Rough Riders. He caught a wild check over there. And I'm like, yo, when I seen them niggas cash out for $125 million, I'm like, we got to keep grinding. We got to. Because right then and there, I would say we was probably worth 15, 20 million at the time. Like, we ain't gonna go for no 15, 20 million. I just seen the nigga hand a nigga a check for $125 million. So, I don't know what he said. I robbed him of it. I didn't rob him of anything. He had these artists, and like I'm not throwing no shade. You have Max B, you got Stack Bundles, them two alone. Put them out. You could have ate, you know what I'm saying? Jim kept using them for his albums instead of putting them out. And like I be telling people, I'm like, you know, Jim, if you think about it, just think about it. And like I said, I gotta always say no shade because everybody can shade. Jim never put no artists out. Jim has never put an artist out. I got all the artists. I got all the talent. I was in the street recruiting all these rappers. Jim ended up getting some rappers, and what he did was use them for his album instead of putting them out. Max B may not be in jail if you put his album out. Or Stack Bundles might have got out of Far Rock if we had an album out. Jim never put these people album out. You know what I'm saying? So cool. Ballin' come out. And like I said, I just want to get to this part because Jim said, oh, I robbed him and did that. Like I said, I never had no paperwork with this man. That's how much I fuck with him. That's how much I fuck with him. I never did a contract with him. Do you, man. Get the money. Get the artist. Okay, cool. You ain't bracing off with him. I see you building your own crew. No problem. Whatever. So, me and Jim used to get a lot of women. We had a lot of women. We shared a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? That's just the era we grew up in. You fuck this bitch, I fuck that bitch. You know, we fuck around bitches, yo, da. Boom, whatever, right? So, and this is just being honest. This is just, I'm telling you what happened. Because he'll say, I robbed him, he'll say whatever, he'll say, this is what I did. And I'm not going wrong, I was dead wrong for this. I was dead fucking wrong. And this is where the whole shit collapsed at. This is where everything went all the way downhill. I'm being totally honest. Jim met Chrissy. And when he met Chrissy, he been liking Chrissy his whole life. He loved Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? But he just started messing with her. So, back then, it wasn't, even though now it's cool, back then, or even back then it might have been cool, we was just kind of new to having millions of dollars in money or whatever. So, Jim just meet Chrissy and he started messing with her. And he's buying her bags and buying her shoes like the first 2-3 weeks he met her or whatever. So I was like, yo, you tricking, man? What is you doing? You tricking, you bugging. Or whatever. So this is my mistake and I'm being totally honest. And if I can do it over, I swear to God, I would do it all the way over because I see how their relationship grow and I see they're still together. And I think that's real dope shit. I think that shit is hot. I didn't know it would grow to be that. But I'm thinking from a mindset, this is my man. Last month we was fucking bitches. Now this nigga is buying what's the name? So I didn't know it would turn into this. So what I did was I made these t-shirts. And it said, Tricky Ricky, AKA Jim Jones is a trick. And on the back of the shirt, we had mad niggas in jail. Snags was in jail. My man Chanel, from 115th, Young Handsome, he was in jail. We had a lot of niggas in jail. And I was sending them money. So I made the shirt that said Jim Jones, Tricky Ricky, and he not looking out for none of our niggas in jail. And on the back of the shirt, I had all our niggas in jail and I had called them a trick. But I wasn't looking at it like that. I'm looking like that's how we played. I wasn't trying to disrespect them because I didn't know their relationship would grow to be what it was. But them shirts hurt. wearing a shirt in the studio because we was cool. Niggas wearing a shirt, everybody's wearing a shirt. It was just a joke. I didn't know. He took that shit serious, B. He took it serious. And to this day, I'll be man enough, I apologize about doing that. I really do. I apologize about that. But it's not from the perspective of that's what we would. That's my man. We fucked some bitches together last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. I didn't know it was like that. It was going to turn to this, and I'm happy how they really should grow. After I did that shirt, though, everything was downhill. And niggas start acting like it's the business. Start acting like Cam is robbing us. Yo, Cam ain't doing this, Cam ain't doing. That's when the shit fell out, after I made them shirts. So, even like with Jewels, me and Jewels had fell out. And I remember we fell out over something, and I wasn't speaking to him. I started hanging out with Jim. Jim called me, he said, yo, you and Jewels going through some shit? I said, yeah, we going through a little something right now, you know. Whatever it was. He's like, I knew something was up because this little nigga keep calling my phone, wanting to hang out with me all the time. All of a sudden, you know, this little nigga don't be hanging out with me. I knew something was up. It's all good. So, me and Joel was speaking over something, and him and Jim built a better rapport. We was in all these different states together, but that's what Jim was like when he's like, yo, this little nigga keep calling me. I don't know what the fuck is up. Joel started hanging with him, and I'm like, cool. So after I did the shirts, me and Jewels didn't have the best relationship in the world. Then I did the shirt, me and Jim's relationship wasn't really doing well. So them niggas started doing shit together, which was fine with me. It didn't matter to me either. That was cool. It was all good. And that's how the relationship between me and Jim Jones went bad. Nobody really knows this though. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I don't have no problem with that. Cool. In my brain, I'm like, let's just keep whatever the problems is covered up so we can get the $125 million that Rockefeller got. Rockefeller got the $125 million. Let's go get the $125 million that them niggas got. Let's get it. If we got problems, so what? Sweep them shits under the rug. Don't tell nobody. Whatever. Cool. So I'm downtown at the club one night. I'm by myself. I'm chilling at the club. You know, Jim is you know, he's a blood at this time. Jim is blood. So I don't know. I'm not a blood. I'm not a gang member. I'm not none of that. I'm just Cameron Giles. I'm cool with all the gang niggas, Crips, the Bloods, my niggas, both on both sides. I'm just not a gang member. So Jim got all type of beef or whatever. If he got a problem, cool. Ain't no problem. I got a problem too. I don't know he got a problem with some nigga with True Life. I guess they was beefing or whatever. So them two niggas is beefing, whatever. I'm downtown at the club by myself, dolo. True Life and like 3 niggas get out of car. I was like, yeah, fuck Dipset, da-da-da. We get into an altercation down at the club. It's like 3 or 4 of these niggas and it's me. So we get in an altercation. You know, the next day it's publicized, it's all blown out of proportion, whatever. To me, that shit cool. I got caught slipping. I didn't know motherfucking I was beefing with this nigga, but it's fine. I don't got no problem. It is what it is. That's part of the street shit. So, you know, it's on the radio, whatever. Jim goes on the radio that night and tell Miss Info. This is how, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of shit was built off the diplomat shit. Miss Info, she ended up getting a job. Her name was Minion. She ended up getting a job at High 97 off of this shit called Miss Info because she knew us. I had a personal relation with Miss Info, and Jim did too, off the whole shit or whatever. But the moral story is, he calls Miss Info and tells people on the radio, after I get in this altercation, yo, Cam's on punishment. Huh? Cam's on punishment. Miss Info's on the radio. Nobody knows we got a problem. Whether about the shirts, whether with Jewels, the public don't notice. And my thing is, keep shit in the house. To me, all this shit we doing right now is bird shit. But I just don't want niggas thinking I'm some bad type of guy or whatever. This is why I'm doing this shit. I think this shit is bird shit, personally motherfucking being on live and when a nigga got my motherfucking phone number. I think this shit is stupid. Jim gets on the radio and says Cam is on punishment. What the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck I'm on? Who the fuck is niggas talking to? So that's when shit started getting public. And I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga out of line telling me some shit like that. So I'm sitting there like, I'm on punishment. All right, cool. I ignore this shit, whatever. Now the public knows we got problems. Nobody in the public ever knew we had problems. Cool. You want to make it publicized? Cool. I'm on punishment with a nigga you got a problem with. And this same nigga you talking about took your jewelry. You know, you go on YouTube, JoJo Capone, shout out to Joe, I've seen JoJo, you know, all that shit is old, so JoJo Capone, shout out to JoJo Capone, and True Life, I just seen JoJo in Chicago, shout out to him. And like I said, all this shit is old. This ain't shout out because he did that, it's just, I just seen him, we all cool, whatever. How you gonna say I'm on punishment? Cause a nigga you got beef with that robbed you, got your shit. I don't even know you got beef with the nigga. These niggas got Jim jewelry on YouTube. Yeah, we took Jim Jones ring and all this other shit. And I'm sitting there like, let me know what the fuck going on in the street so I know I'm moving. But we didn't have great communication at that time. Our communication was lacking. So I'm like, cool, nigga gonna say I'm on punishment, boom. Right after that, my mother had a stroke a week later. Less than a week later, she had 3 strokes in one day. To this day, her whole left side of her body is still paralyzed a little bit. So I'm like, damn, you know, I gotta make sure my mom is good because she had 3 strokes in one day. So what I did was, I took my mother to Fort Lauderdale to the best stroke doctors down there, and I rented a townhouse down there. And I had to make sure my mother wasn't going to die. I didn't want my mother to die, man. Just take a couple months for her to get her walking back together. You know, her speech to this day is still impaired a little bit to this day. So I'm not, after that incident happened, I had my mother, so I'm off the scene for 2-3 months. And they like, oh, Kim is hiding. Kim ain't around. Niggas Kim. Then now the gym like, oh, that shit Kim, niggas ain't around. Oh, niggas missing. So after that incident happened with True Life, and then my mother had a stroke, and then I had to make sure we good. Niggas don't know, niggas ignore the part about my mother having a stroke and just talk about, act like this situation is why I wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Cool, whatever. So Jim starts getting petty with people. If you hang out with me, he not fucking with you. I'm not on that shit because we got a bunch of mutual friends. We got mad mutual friends. To this day, we still have mutual friends. And I'm not that type of person to be like, oh, if you with Jim, don't hang with me. Like I said, I've known this dude going on 20 years. I'm not like that. Oh, y'all, I was just with Jim, cool. You tell Jim you was just with me. Stay over there. Let Cam take care of you then. Let Cam take care of you then. Yo, he tell a nigga, I ain't gonna say a nigga name. One of our mutual friends was in the studio, not even in my studio. He was in the studio. And he just put up a picture in the studio. Jim called him like, oh, you over there at Cam's studio? Let him take care of you. I hope he gonna take care of you, this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, bro, if a nigga, why a nigga can't come to my studio? Me and you never had no real problems. Okay, the t-shirt was wrong, whatever. Boom, I'm past that. But why are you threatening niggas because they trying to just get out the hood too? They go in the studio, so if a nigga come to my studio, they can't go to your studio, and we all known each other 20 years. If I'm making niggas make choices, and that's what he started doing. Yo, if you over there fucking with him, don't call me, I ain't fucking with you. Oh, you over there fucking with niggas, I ain't fucking with you. And I'm like, I'm not on it like that. I don't give a fuck. If nigga leave with me right now, I go hang out with Jim. That shit don't matter to me. I'm not on that shit, my nigga. That shit is girl shit to me. Not calling Jim a girl, because they, oh, you calling him a girl. I'm just saying, it ain't like it's a bitch. It's niggas. Ain't like, yo, this bitch is over here fucking with me, then you go fuck. It's niggas. It's niggas, bitch. It's just not no bitches, my nigga. So, he still do that to this day. It's like 5-6 months ago, I'm shooting a video. We used the same videographer. My man, I Am Ghetto Nerd. What up, my man Clifton Bell. His name on Instagram, I'm pretty sure he's watching this. I Am Ghetto Nerd. Jim called, I'm doing a video, Jim calls him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago and tell him, yo, I see you doing a video with Cam. I ain't fucking with you no more. I ain't fucking with you no more. I don't want to be by fucked. I ain't fucking with you no more. And then nigga like, Jim, so because you know I'm a very professional businessman. He said, Jim, let me ask you a question. If Cam gets booked in a club this week and they book you next week, you not gonna go to the club because Cam was booked there? He tells the nigga, I don't want to make sense. I'm petty like that. I don't give a fuck. You fuck with, I don't like you making sense, but I don't want to make sense. Yo, bro, I don't know what your anger about is. You niggas like, cause you know, niggas be like, oh man, why you gotta pick a side and it don't make no sense? Cause it ain't deep like that. Ain't nobody got no fights. Me and them ain't no fight, ain't no shootouts, no none of that shit. So basically, that's how the fallout happened. Because even the shit that happened with True Life in the Street, cool, whatever. But when you go on the radio and say I'm on punishment, it's crazy. You know, I go on and do a scene for Love and Hip Hop. I just came from me and I had some khakis and shoes on. He get on Twitter. Niggas wearing khakis and shoes. Everything becomes public when this dude got my phone number. That's all I'm saying. Like even all this shit leading up to this, you have my phone number. You can call me, my nigga. This shit don't have to be publicized. Basically, what happened is this, and I'm just being my opinion. I could be totally wrong. He signed a Rock Nation, right? And a lot of people was hating like, oh, you a dick rider, you a sucker, how you gonna sign the Rock Nation, this, that, and third. This what, you know, comments and fans and people who love the Diplomats were saying. And it's like, the next day he go to Flex. Now when you go to Flex, most of the time you got a new record. You go up there with a new record, you play the record, that's why you go to Flex. I think he went to Flex, or Flex called him to justify him signing the Rock Nation. That was justification, like, oh, I'm getting a lot of backlash, I signed the Rock Nation, so let me go make up this fucking story about how Ken robbed me, and I got a new lawyer, and he ain't giving none of us our money, and I have $1,500 in my pocket, and I fought everybody for the Diplomat to just justify him signing the Rock Nation when you should be like me. Me, only reason I did this shit tonight, and I still got more to tell. I'm gonna get into America's Most Wanted, the Rucker fight, all that shit. I'm just telling you right now, but I gotta get into the tough part. I just did all music part. We got sections of this shit. We gonna get into all this tough shit in a minute. So, me, I signed a Rock Nation or whatever. You know, I'm 40 years old. I'm not signing a motherfucking person. I'm just saying, to me, it seemed like he had to justify it and make up all these stories of how I robbed him and how I used to stay. He gave me a place to stay. And you used to give me fresh, and you was my manager. This nigga say he's my manager, my hype man, dog. Just say you signed the Rock Nation. That's it. You don't have to go into this hour speech, 2-hour speech about me. You signed the Rock Nation, and then the next day talk about Campfire. It just don't make no sense to me. I just don't understand it.
It's his testimony.
Huh?
That was his testimony.
Yeah. But you know, you get what I'm saying? It was more the fact he got a lot of backlash out of Rock Nation because his Diplomat fans. Right. So niggas like, oh, this nigga Johnny fucking it up, ain't gonna be no you. You know how fans is. So the next day, me personally, I signed whoever that, you know, like I said, I'm not signing a motherfucking person at this point in my life. But I'm just saying, if you did, man, listen, fuck that. I'm signed, nigga. I don't care what you motherfuckers think. And whatever. Hey, you'll get over it. Niggas got over Kevin Durant going to motherfucking Golden State. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know what it is. Niggas will get over that motherfucking shit. Niggas will get over it. That's what I would say. You be mad now, you'll get over it. And if you don't, what can I do? But I'm me. I can't expect everybody to be me. You know what I'm saying? So, I just didn't understand the timing of it. You sign a Rock Nation, the next day, it's an hour and 15 conversation about me. Man, just like, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. You ain't got to go through this elaborate bullshit story to justify you signing with Rock Nation and crying all that. That's the only reason I came up here, because, you know, it's like, oh, that man poured his heart out. And a lot of stuff that he said was true. I'm not discrediting the whole story, but a lot of shit he said was not true. A lot of shit was not true. You know what I'm saying? And then he like, oh, he was crying. But Jim is emotional. He said it on the show, he's mad emotional. He does things off emotion. Even when this shit is over, he gonna get on the gram and do something emotional. He is. I'm just telling you. He is. He gonna write some shit. Oh, niggas, he's like that. I'm telling you, he's gonna do that. That's what he's gonna do. He does that. Or go on Twitter, or he'll wait a day or two, because I said it now, and say something else. That's just the way he is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's just an emotional guy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, he's crying. Yo, go to Love and Hip Hop. Go to Love and Hip Hop. He crying on there too. He crying on Love and Hip Hop. Him and Chrissy just had a show that went off there. The last show of their season, he crying on there too. He crying on these shits. That nigga not cry. I'm not dissing him. I'm just, you know, niggas be like him trying to diss. He ain't just cried yesterday in that interview.
He cried.
He been crying. Because he's emotional. I'm not saying his tears are fake. I'm not saying he does it to be. I just think he gets that built up emotionally to where he cries. Because he's just built up emotionally. Like I said, when you get a chance, I don't know if it's on YouTube or any of that other shit, but on Love and Hip Hop, he's sitting in front of his mother's house crying over some shit with him and his girlfriend and his mother. And I get it. I understand he wants his girlfriend to get along with his mother. I want my girlfriend, I want my wife to get along with my mother. I'm not going to cry. You know what I'm saying? Whatever him and Chrissy I going on, like, he's crying. And, you know, niggas call me, because I don't watch it. Then I turn it to, I'll catch it on demand or something like. And you know, that's still my nigga. Like, I'm not talking about the interview all day, so that's still my nigga. So I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, don't cry. I'm looking at the show TV, I'm like, do not let that tear come down. Don't fucking cry. Oh shit, he's crying. fucking crying, man. I'll be mad about this shit. I'll be like, God damn, man. Hold that shit in, man. You know what I'm saying? So when a lot of people see the interview and they be like, oh, he cried. Like, Jim is emotional, he cries. And even when he mad, he cries. And so it wasn't, to me, I didn't take it like, oh, he's points hard. He got emotional build-up. And that was that. Jewels is mad cool with me and DC. You know what I'm saying? So, Jewels will put up a picture with him and me and DC. Jim won't say nothing. I put up a picture with him and me and DC. Oh, Cam hanging out with snitches. And I'm like, bro, what is your beef with me still? We had this shirt issue in 2007. We got back together in 2010, tried to reunite everything and be cool. Look, man, I guess he was feeling that I was hanging out with me and DC, and whatever, but by this time, my relationship wasn't what it used to be. If you ain't got no problem with him, it's cool. Even if you did, I'll try to work it out because that's my man. And it's like, even who I be with should never be questioned, ever. Like I said, because, first of all, I just think it's girly, like, when you worry about this guy being with this guy. If a nigga ain't trying to kill you, got no real beef with you, or not talking bad about you, who cares who you hanging out with? And then you go on stage with 50 Cent, which is cool. But after you go on stage with 50, and like I said, it's his business, and I know, even with 50, when I talked to 50, you know, we was talking, and you know, it was a real, you know, it was really cool to talk to 50, because, you know, when we talked on the phone for we met up with each other, it was like, dog, man, fuck that shit. We ain't never had no real beef. That shit was entertainment. That shit was music. Like, that shit was, you know, shit he probably went through in his neighborhood. That's a neighborhood. This shit was all entertainment. And he was telling me when we were sitting down downtown talking, and he was like, yeah, man, you know, he strategized. He's talking to 50 Cent. He's like, man, just start quarter ball in and be crazy. So when me and you was going through it and Jim had that single, I knew I would get to him because I would say, yo, I like you better than Cam anyway. Come fuck with me, Jimmy. And he's like, yo, he went for it. You know what I'm saying? He said basically he went for it. Like, man, fuck Cam, we like Jimmy anyway. He said a hype man got a single. Man, listen, no hype man never got a single. And I'm like, this when I be like, this is the part I'm talking about when niggas be like, how is Cam hating on Jim when I've been fighting for my man, which turned into my hype man, to turn into my business partner, turned into having his single, and he told me I never came to a show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that part was confusing. So even when 50 said that, he was like, man, that shit was all straight. I knew once I said I like this shit, he gonna come fuck with me. So I was like, yo, it's all good. You know, we had a good laugh about it. We talked. You know, it was a real cool conversation. So back to me and DC. So me hanging out with me and DC. Oh, Kim's a snitch. What you doing? Why don't you say that when Jewels is hanging out with? Why don't you say that when you see the dude you be around? Shout to Trav, his man that he be with every day. And that's my man. Shout out to Trav. I ain't got no beef with Trav. But Trav was in a picture with me and DC. You're not hating on Trav every day, or you're not hating on Jewels. Like, yo, why when I'm with this dude, you got an extra problem? You know why? Because there's a lot of power between me and man DC. You know what I'm saying? Two young, rich black niggas from Harlem, there's a lot of power and don't like that. And that's when I was like, when he said, I'm hanging out with snitches. See, even the other day on Flex interview, and they be like, is he a snitch? Even Flex and Jim missed the whole point. Nigga, like, I don't know what he is. He might be a snitch. He a water sign. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what he said. What are you talking about?
That's some females.
Oh, I don't know.
I know
Aquarius,
zodiac signs.
Oh, I know he's Aquarius.
He's an Aquarius.
Lost me, buddy. but the point being is, it wasn't about me being a snitch. It was about you calling me being with snitches. So that's why I say, when I was talking to Charlamagne earlier, niggas throw niggas a fishing rod, a question, and niggas feed into it and miss the actual point. The point wasn't about me snitching. Who the fuck I'm snitching on? Who? And then if I was a snitch, it'd be everywhere. But who am I snitching on? I don't hustle. I don't do nothing illegal. Everything I do is legal. Who the fuck am I snitching on? It's a water side. But so that's when that was like, for me, that was the last straw. Cause like I told you, all this other posted, you on punishment. You're 50 Cent. Let's start a fake beef. Trying to get your own shit to burger. Telling niggas I robbed you. Yo, Jewels, you was never the vice president. Zeke, you was never. He start all this stuff over the t-shirts, and I'm like, fine, cool. I guess I'm the bad. I don't care because inside, I know I did the right thing. I took niggas out that hood, and we did it together. Not just Jim, to all of us. And when you fuck with me, one thing is guaranteed, you fuck with me musically and you good, you come out home, you move to Jersey. Even Vital, whoever you fuck with, you move. So when he said, yo, nigga be with snitches, I was like, that's it, man. How much more can I take publicly of him disrespecting me? Yeah. So when Angie asked me, could you fix up stuff with Jim? And I was like, nah, I can't do it. I'm not doing that. Yo, it's just been going on for 8 years. He's been trying to disrespect me publicly. And I'll never say nothing. So Angie was like, yo, y'all grew up together, this, that, and the third. So then people think I be being shiesty. You know what it is? People don't like the truth. So when you tell the truth, it's looked at as throwing shade. Mm-hmm. And it's not shade, it's just the truth. Because Angie said, oh, y'all grew up together. In the same story I told y'all the first hour I was talking to him, we didn't grow up together. We got cool at 20 years old. So when I tell Angie, oh, listen, Jimmy's from the Bronx. Oh, Cam, don't take his Harlem card. And I'm like, yo, why is everybody making this a big deal? It's really not a big deal. I'm not dissing him, B. He has family who lives in Harlem, but he's really from the Bronx. And he's like, oh, Cam's a sucker. Cam gonna say Jimmy. No, bro, I'm not throwing shade. It's just the truth. I lived in the Bronx. I wasn't born, but my mother, I lived in Tracy Towers. I lived on 167th and Sheridan. I lived in Executive Towers on 165th and the Grand Concourse. Fam, I lived in the Bronx. I'm just not from the Bronx. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if I say nigga not from the Bronx, I'm throwing shade, which I'm not throwing shade. Cool. So that's the man DC portion of it. That was like my final straw with Jim Awesome. So now back to this shit. He's like, oh, I done been in shootouts for Cam. Nah, bro, you wasn't, no, and it's not just, you never been in a shootout for me. Never, man. You've never been in a shootout for me, bro. Because so many people like, oh man, I didn't know Jim did all that for Cam. I ain't know this. Yo, that's foul. Cam is a fucked up nigga. This, that, and the third. He done been in shootouts. He been on the American Most Wanted. So that's why I came here to clarify a lot of this shit. And I hope some of y'all, you know, whether you take my side or take his side, I'm not on the side. I wish nothing but I'll say it again, I want Jim to succeed. I'm happy he's happy, whatever he's doing. I don't know if he's happy or not. I wish he would be happy. But I want him to win sincerely, my nigga. Like, we came out from a rough neighborhood and made it successfully. Like I told you, I'm going chandelier shopping tomorrow, bro. I want niggas to fucking enjoy life at 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right, so, you know, I'm wrapping up. I could get in a bunch more, but I just want to, you know, this wasn't for me to to argue with Jim or beef with Jim. This was just to clear up some of the stuff because there was so many people coming at me like, oh, you just did Jim dirty, or you foul, or he did with my America's my boy, he shot for you, or he gave you a place to stay, and you robbed niggas. This was all it's about. I just want to clear that up. I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm not here to diss. I really hope that everything worked for him. Like I said, we 40. We the real 40. I actually just turned 41. Like I forgot I'm 41 like 4 days ago. He's about to be 41 in a couple months. 41, do cool shit, man. It's cool, man. I don't got no beef with you. I love you, nigga. Sincerely, my nigga. Not even joking. I really love you. Hold on. Let me see if I can do a tier 2.
Come on, babe. It's not gonna happen.
I can't cry, but I really don't want to know. I really do love you, Jim. I swear to God, nigga. You my nigga. And I wish you nothing but the best. Enjoy it. Let's enjoy our 40s. And whether we do business or speak again, I wish you and your family nothing but health, success, and just happiness, bro. Baby, give me some theme music.
Theme music?
Yeah.
Oh, happy people?
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead. So I was saying,
English.
I really,
Oh, we bilingual over here.
yeah, I just really want you to, I want the best for you, bro. I love you, my nigga. And if it really come, like I said, you know, a lot of stuff happened publicly, but if it really, really, really came down to it, you know, you gotta be a real emergency. Hit me, my nigga. But even if not, man, I wish you the best of luck and nothing but success, bro. And